People who see me think I must be cold. They do not know the numbness which protects me. People who see me think I must feel shame. They do not know that I am past caring. People who see me look away in guilt. They think I should not be what I am. People who see me do not see that I live in a different world.
We know that over 60% of the young people who leave foster care, the transitional age young people, become immediately homeless. They have nowhere to go. My name is Tammy Spence. I am the founder and the executive director of Second Shift. I was a therapist in residential care for adolescents who are in the custody of DHR. I saw what it was like for them to age out up close and personal, and I was shocked that we would let that happen to our children.
My name is Diasia Grant. I'm 24. I aged out of the facility I was in, so I was about 19. I was with the foster parent, making mistakes. I ran away, wanted to go home, and ended up being in the streets. Oh, it was terrible. I was sleeping in my car. I was pregnant. I have a sister. She was also in foster care. I think she was the one who told me about Second Shift. And I ended up filling out the applications, and then I met Miss Tammy. The first step was getting my ID, because once I got my ID, I can work. They helped me get Section 8 to get my first apartment. And from there, I just kept going up. I started doing it on my own. And they was just encouraging me a lot. When I needed help with bills, they helped me. They just really was encouraging me, like, yes, you can do this, yes, you can do that. We believe you can do this. And it was, it was just giving me the confidence to do it.
The mission of Second Shift is to assist young people who are aging out of foster care or at risk. We have two different branches of programs. We have basic care programs and we have connection programs. So in our basic care program, we have emergency assistance, life skill education, housing and transportation and employment and education so that they're safe and cared for. Then we have connection programs. So our connection programs are sponsorships, short-term mentors or life skill coaches, and long-term or family-like mentors. And so that's where their stable caring adults come from. When we do that, we prevent their homelessness, unemployment, incarceration, the threat of human and sex trafficking, and the repeated generational cycle of foster care.
When most people are ready to embark on adulthood, whether they're getting out of high school or getting out on their own, usually they have parents to help them out and kind of show them the way. The problem in this area is a lot of these youth, they don't have the big five, I call them a lot of times. They don't have documentation, which would be a driver's license, social security card. They don't have transportation, they don't have employment or the education to get that employment that they want. They don't have housing, and most of all, they don't have the stable relationship. So it's very destructive to them because they're already in a situation where they're feeling defeated and they can't get anywhere from where they started.
Alrighty, my name is Christian Duncan. I started off in foster care at about the age of 5 or so. I went from facility to facility, not really sticking with one. It was a pretty tough experience altogether. While we were in the system, we didn't really get much, but after we left, we were kind of like given maybe $1,000 at most, a pat on the back and told good luck, but we had no skills to survive on the outside at all. So, it was like literally a do or die type of situation. During the times I was on my own before I lived in the house, Second Shift gave us a numerous amount of resources. Like I was able to get rental assistance for about a year, which was a godsend to allow me to save up to get a car. I ended up enlisting shortly after I, tried living on my own for about a year, but I just did not have the skills, the tools, or the resources to make it on my own. Fast forward a few years, I was able to, go to school. I'm still going to school. I'm finishing it out. After that's done, I'll have my medical sonography degree. I live in a wonderful house. I have a lovely wife. I have not been happier. I will be entirely honest about that. The entire program, honestly, is a godsend. It's something that's needed, and I wish we had something like that here in Georgia. It is a necessary and absolutely important resource that I feel like every single state needs. There's foster care in every state. I feel like there needs to be some form of a program like it in every state, because the kids that are forgotten about most are the ones that are aged out in the system, or the ones that were too old to receive anything while they were younger, and now they're just floundering about on their own.
At that point in your life, looking back now, what do you think it was that you needed the most?
Somebody to believe in me, basically. I know it sounds corny, but that's about what I needed.
That's great.
Yeah.
So they did.
Definitely, 100%.
Second Shift is working hard towards helping youth throughout Alabama. Every young person who faces life without support or resources will know there's someone there for them, and they won't have to face this alone. We need people to volunteer in many different ways. We can put somebody to work just moving things or helping out in the office, helping us with events. We need people to mentor and link their lives to young people to help them become independent. We also need people to give. It takes about $1,000 a month to help a young person to move into an independent adult life. And you can find out more about how to plug in and how to help by going to secondshiftalabama.org.